it's Kayla, and today I have an extra little story for you guys, and that is the event story of my dream life for Naoki. Past characters that I've played on this channel have gotten a lot of spotlight in the latest Love Tangle episode, like Cody, Nolan, and Timo, so I thought why not give Naoki a chance to shine too with this short story. I hope you guys will enjoy it, so let's get started. Several years have passed since Naoki and I were married. Today, Naoki is holding an exhibition, and I have brought our son to see it. Oh, we have kids too? Well, what do you think of your father's calligraphy? Like Naoki, he's a bit on the quiet side. However, he is staring intently at his father's work. He appears fascinated. As Naoki's son, I wonder if the pieces speak to him in any way. If so, perhaps he'll take an interest in calligraphy as well. I'm curiously watching our son when Naoki spots us and makes his way over.
You two decided to come?
Of course! I wanted to make sure your son saw what kind of work you do.
I see.
He notices that our son's attention is still fixated on his work.
There's a trial corner over there. Want to try something yourself?
Okay. Naoki gently lifts him into his arms and carries him over. It'll be interesting to see what our son can accomplish. I excitedly follow along behind the two of them.
Your writing paper is spread out before you, and here's your brush. Just dip it in the ink and write something.
What should I write?
Any words you like.
Our son appears to hesitate once Naoki hands him the brush.
For instance, your favorite thing in the world.
My favorite thing in the world. Okay, what might that be? He leans close to Naoki and whispers in his ear. Following a faint look of surprise, Naoki moves around behind the son.
You and me both. Let's write it together then.
He then places his hand on top of our son's hand, which is holding the brush firmly. Just as they are about to start writing, he pauses to address me.
Kayla, this is a special father and son piece, so how about you give us a moment to work on it alone?
Aw, you boys are keeping secrets now. What about Mom? Don't I get to know? When I pretend to pout, our son immediately blushes.
Maybe you can see it when we finish.
Oh, all right. I understand. I can hardly wait. I smile and wave goodbye, then leave the two of them alone. What is it the two of them are going to write, I wonder?
Mom, we finished.
Really? That was fast. Our son leads me back over to Naoki, who is standing next to his own work, holding their finished effort.
This one's a masterpiece. I think it should be hung where everyone will see it.
Now, Naoki, don't start giving your son preferential treatment. I can't help but grin. Naoki's aloof nature doesn't hold him back when it comes to spoiling his son. When Naoki finally finishes hanging their work, I find myself pleasantly surprised. The word written on the paper is, Mother, that's your favorite thing in the world?
Yeah, and Dad's.
As our son shyly blushes, I reach out and give him a big hug to show my appreciation. Mom, I can't breathe. I'm sorry, I'm just so happy that you would choose that as your first calligraphy and your favorite thing. Our son gives me an ink smudge grin, and Naoki pats him on the head.
Did you hear that? She likes it. Nice work.
But Dad, are you sure you should hang it there? This is your show, right?
It's fine where it is. This may be my show, but your work exhibits more thoughtfulness than any of the calligraphy here. It's the genuine article. That's why it belongs where everyone can see it, and I'm not just saying that as your father.
Saying that, Naoki smiles cheerfully.
Thanks, Kayla, for raising such a wonderful son.
I can't take credit for that.
Sure you can. Who do you think he learns to appreciate my work from? If you hadn't brought him here today, he wouldn't have had this opportunity to write his first piece of calligraphy. And it seems to me he's taken quite an interest in it.
Our son is once again enthusiastically eyeing his father's work. Indeed.
Having the chance to try it himself must have fed his curiosity.
I'm guessing you'd like for him to follow in your footsteps? Naoki pauses to think for a moment before cheerfully responding.
If he ends up choosing to do that, I would gladly support him. However, right now, I want him to enjoy all the other possibilities out there.
He really does take after you.
You think so?
I think he's growing up to be a very genuine and honest person, just like you.
That sounds a lot like you too, if you ask me.
We pause to look at one another, then burst out laughing as if it dawns on us how much we sound like doting parents. Okay, so we're both to blame.
With parents like us, I worry about his future.
Oh, come on, how can you say that? He'll be fine if he takes after us. Regardless of which path he ends up choosing, I just hope it leads him to happiness.
Me too.
Our precious son's first calligraphy work may not be drawing many eyes yet. However, I imagine it will, for sure, one day in the future. The anticipation only a parent can know quietly swells within both of us as we lean closer and start to kiss. Mom, come look at this one. It's amazing. It sounds like I'm being summoned. I better go.
We can pick up from where we were interrupted later, at home.
Naoki takes my hand and we head over to join our son. Which piece of calligraphy caught your attention?
This one.
The work he points to is the character for Bond.
I wrote this one just after you were born, while I was thinking about how important our family bond is to me.
Bond?
It's a big word for someone your age, but your mother and I both trust you'll understand it someday.
Okay. Our little boy nods his head in response. He's still puzzled. That's okay. Naoki's right.
I glance over at Naoki and catch him gazing affectionately at our son. The three of us have a long and happy journey lying ahead of us. A journey in which Naoki and I will experience the joy of watching our son grow up.
Aww, what a cute story. This is the first CG we ever saw of Naoki, so I thought I would pull it up to reminisce. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little event story video, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow with our first full episode of being on Oliver's route. Talk to you then.